Hello. Okay, so we are going to do some makeup. I'm going to do some color correcting. I am going to use a contour color to do some color correcting. And I'm also going to use my multitasker brush. So I'm getting some of that color. And you can tell it's much darker than my skin tone. And I'm just gonna kind of blend it out a little bit. I'm not worried about it being blended in other places because my skin tone is not even. Then what I'm going to do is I am going to take a shade that is darker than my face color, which I'm using Wheat, and I'm just gonna slap that over top of it. So what I'm color correcting right now are very textured, above the skin acne spots, okay? So that's what it looks like right now. I'm gonna go ahead and I am going to do my normal hack. I'm going to use the Detail Hack brush. I am going to do outside of those spots just one layer of makeup. So I'm going to start with my contour first, which I am using Olive. And I'm putting that right there and just kind of going back and forth to blend that a little bit. I'm gonna take it up to about my temple. I'm gonna take a little bit more right underneath my jawline. And I'm making sure to be careful because obviously I already color corrected and I don't wanna take any other color corrector off. We're gonna go right on top of our forehead. This is gonna be a little bit of a quicker tutorial just to show you that even when color correcting, you can still make this makeup pretty quick. Don't overcomplicate it. Throw the colors in their designated areas, blend, and you are good to go. Okay, so we have that there. Taking a little bit underneath this jawline. And I will go ahead and contour my nose too. So I'm putting these lines on the top of my nose because I am going for a more narrow look for my nose. If you want your nose to appear a little bit wider, then you just want to make your contour lines further apart. And I always like to go around that little ball on my nose to thin that out as well. And then I'm just making sure there's no contour in the middle of those contour lines. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we are going to go in with our main highlight color, which I am between shades right now, so I am mixing Aura and Candlelit. So I'm gonna get some of that on my brush. I just go back and forth, and I'm just lightly putting that right underneath my contour. So what the contour shade did is it took away the redness and of the acne spot. I'm just gonna take a teeny bit right above my contour. Blending in that contour down there. And then just making sure everything is blended. Okay, same thing over here. We're gonna take just a little bit above our brows. And I'm really just taking like whatever is left on my brush. This one needed a little bit more. Okay, so just so you know, we're at almost 5 minutes. We're now gonna go in with our cheek color. And I'm going to use Cindy. And I'm going to stick with the bigger side of my brush, and I'm just gonna put this right on top or right above my contour. And then just lightly blend it down. How nicely that blended. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my brightener shade, which I am using Moonlit. So it is the shade right here. I'm putting that right there, teeny bit there, teeny bit there, there, there. And then I'm gonna take my pinky and go right between those contour lines. And then what I'm going to do is blend. And I'm just popping the brush back and forth on my skin, or bouncing it. We're gonna blend out these contour lines on our nose, so just kind of go back and forth softly with your brush, and then blend. And then we're gonna take our contour on our forehead and make sure that it is blended into our hairline. Make sure there's no crazy lines. And then I'm just going to make sure that my contour on my jaw is blended. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with Bella bronzer on my lips. Little scary, right? Bella can be used for everything. How pretty is that just alone? And then what I'm going to do is I am going to take my, what do I want to take to go over it? I'm just going to take Aura and just tone it down a little bit. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're also going to take Bella and we're going to use it for our bronzer, which that's technically what she is. But I also have Bella on my eyes. I have Bella on my lips. And Bella, just put a little bit now as my bronzer. So Bella is just warming me up as far as a bronzer. So now if you want to go ahead and use illuminator, you can. If you do want to make sure that you set your makeup, so we're gonna go ahead and set it. So I'm going to take Airspun, using the Detail Hack brush, the smaller side to do underneath my eyes. I'm using Coty Airspun, which works well with my skin. I have combination skin. I really like to hug that nose area because that is where I tend to get a little oily. And then you want to let that sit for about 3 to 5 minutes. Really let that bake your makeup in. I'm making sure that I press this down on those areas that I was covering to make sure our makeup does not go anywhere. And then once that has sat on your face for 3 to 5 minutes, go ahead and just nicely wipe away the excess. You can put it over your contour areas to make sure that those stay in place too. If you want a little extra hold, you can always then spray a stay spray or setting spray. That's it. If you want to be color matched, please reach out to me. Have a good one.